Destroy that church. Let me tell you how exciting today is. Several years ago, we had 7 students being recognized on a day like today. 7. Probably the lowest number in the entire district. Today, we are honoring 28 students. 7 of 28. How cool can that be? And this means these students have received a 3, 4, or a 5 on their exam. And when they receive that, number 1 is they get a little cash flow. That's the first thing you're going to pick up, a little cash flow. And then what helped getting into college? So all you got to do is do what you can do. And that is study and stay on top of your grades. Because we've got a smart group of kids here. Did you know that out of the 28, 3 passed at least 2 of their exams? That just doesn't happen. That means that 2 of the exams they took, they passed. Isn't that cool? Did you know that Ysleta High School is the only high school where a student received a 5, the highest score, a 5 on their AP biology exam? Cool, the only school. And out of all the students enrolled in our AP classes, out of all of them, you would not believe the number that received a 2. A 2 meaning they're this close. A 2 meaning they were right there. A 2 meaning they are college ready. So when they go to college, they're not going to have to take a lot of courses to teach them things, because that all happened here at Ysleta High School. And that happened because you stayed in the advanced placement program. And when you stay in the advanced program, good things happen. Congratulations to you. Our advanced academics program, buddied up with the AVID. When you're an AVID, you're in the advanced academics. When you're in advanced academics, a large number of our students are in AVID. So those 2 groups have excelled at Ysleta High School. How about next year? Do you know what we're already thinking about? We made a mistake, and I was talking to Belinda Acosta. We made a mistake this year. Shame on us. But let me tell you the mistake we're not going to make next year. Our feeder schools have pre-AP classes. Next year, when we have this celebration, and by the way, we expect a lot more than 28. You just need to know that right up front. Next year, we're going to invite the pre-AP students and the pre-AP teachers from our feeder schools to come and see what it's like being at the best high school in the district. We want them to see what advanced academics does. We want to see what college ready is. We want to show them that Ysleta High School is still a quality school. And the quality of the school is made up of its staff. Every teacher teaching our program is highly qualified. Highly qualified. Isn't that cool? For our teachers that are with us today, thank you very much for the dedication that you put forth with the kids, because it is dedication. For the visitors that are here with a grant, you're going to enjoy Ysleta High School today. Thank you for coming. And Ysleta High School, thank you for being who you are. Thank you.
Now, let's recognize those teachers. They challenge you. They annoy you, don't they? And they believe in you even when you stop believing in yourselves. Let's hear it for our awesome pre-AP, AP, and dual credit teachers.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am 1 out of 79 students to get a qualifying score on the AP exam. This test not only challenges us to remember what we learned in class, but tests our emotional and intellectual stamina. Taking these challenging yet beneficial classes is a hard decision to make, because it takes a great deal of dedication and often requires a lot of the student's time. Despite the hard work that comes with AP classes, there are positive and justifiable impacts on the student's social and academic lives. Throughout the year, you go so often to your AP classes, and your peers around you no longer can be called peers, but friends. You make many friends in just one class alone, and these are the friends that can help motivate you to try your hardest. It is also beneficial because you receive a great amount of support from your teachers as well as administrators. It is awesome. They push you every day in and out of class, but at the end of the day, they can still be there to hear your concerns and provide positive reinforcement. Although they may give us work we don't always understand, it is to give us our moment to shine on stage, like all of our qualified students here today. The hard work will pay off in the end, and when it does, you feel accomplished knowing you pushed yourself to try your hardest. Today, we see our seniors from last year who achieved passing scores on the AP test. They proved to us that this test makes you college ready, and it provides a smooth transition from high school to higher education. We may all have a hard time applying ourselves. I know I did. I always felt that I could have taken the easy way out and made high school less challenging. But as I sat down in a traditional class, I knew it wasn't gratifying. As soon as I decided to sign up for AP classes here at Ysleta, I not only felt more knowledgeable, but I applied what I learned to IQ, and I started to have intelligent conversations with adults. As soon as test day came, I really had to focus on what I learned and utilize it on the test. I passed. I never thought I'd be standing up here with a qualifying score, but I am. If I could do it, anyone can do it. I am an Ysleta Indian, and I am part of not only an ongoing tradition, I am part of an academic movement. Our education should be worth something. Let's not be satisfied with mediocrity and security, but let's embrace challenge and uncertainty. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheyenne. Our next speaker is high school player and YHS band member Alex Martinez.
The AP program is, in a nutshell, one of the hardest programs you can go through. It wears down on your nerves. It pushes you to thoughts you never knew existed. In its worst moments, it will make you question your abilities as both a student and a young scholar. However, in its finest moments, you will firmly come to believe that the path you chose, the one so many others shied away from, will yield better results in the end. Last year, I took both the AP English and AP US History tests. I can say today, without the help of my teachers, there's no way that I would have passed. I didn't have the confidence in myself to go into the testing room and walk away knowing that I had done my best. Fortunately, my teachers did not share similar thoughts. From the very first day, my teachers pushed me to do better and to reach farther. Ms. Torres, my history teacher, told me once that if I didn't think I could pass her test, then I had already failed it. Nothing she could say would change my mind otherwise. I took her statement as a challenge, a personal goal that I undertook. I began to focus in class, taking notes, and listening to everything she said. By the end of the year, I was confident that the test was no challenge. My reward, of course, was a 3, and the pride of my family, friends, and teacher. Similarly, I started off English without much aspirations. I loved English, but I didn't want to work. I was going to just cruise through the class. Admittedly, my first few essays are something that were subpar, something I would do in 10 minutes and be done with. One day, though, it all changed. Ms. Ysleta, my English teacher, seemed disappointed in all of us. Why had we taken the class if we weren't going to be serious? The look of disappointment on his face was hard to look at. I think that's what triggered it. I couldn't disappoint this teacher, someone who only wanted us to succeed. I began to focus, work hard, and try to get better. Ms. Ysleta told us once no one would ever get a 9 in his class. I took his challenge in stride, and eventually I got the 9 I had worked hard for. AP teachers are some of the strictest people in the world. However, they do this because they know we have potential to do great things. To all the AP and pre-AP students out there who think you can't do it, don't give in yet. The school is full of teachers and administrators that have faith in you. Ms. Ysleta and Ms. Torres believed that I had what it took to pass, and eventually I learned to believe that. But it is also the previous teachers who have handed me. I'd like to thank Mr. Bowers, Ms. Larson, Ms. Perry, and of course Mr. Ysleta and Ms. Torres. They believed in me when I couldn't even believe it myself. The AP program, for all its troubles, has made me into a better and stronger student, for both now and for the future. I come out of this program $100 richer, with college credit, and the chance to attend any college I want. The choice, though, is yours.
On behalf of our founders, Michael and Susan Dell, I want to tell you how thrilled we are to be here, how thrilled we are to be supporting this program, how thrilled we are to be supporting Ysleta High School. As Mr. Burton said, the improvement that we're seeing in this school has just been phenomenal, and I'm so proud to be here today to pass out the checks to the, I think you said 28? The 28 of you who are going to receive it. That's just fantastic, and a huge increase over where we started this program. So I just couldn't be happier, I couldn't be prouder. I could stand up here and tell those of you who are taking the classes this year all kinds of things that you should think about, and I'm not going to do that because you just heard. You just heard from Alex, you just heard from Cheyenne exactly why you should be participating in this program, exactly why you should be sticking with this program, exactly what this program is going to do for you. And if you do that, and if you heed their words, then next year when I come back to hand out checks, there'll be a lot more students sitting in this section, and there'll be a lot more checks over there to give out, and I will be even more proud of Ysleta High School than I am today. Thank you.
Good morning, Ysleta High School. Good morning. Thank you so much for inviting us to come and share in your special day. Your enthusiasm, your spirit, your joy is infectious, and I thank you for sharing that with us as we come to visit your school and have this academic celebration. But I actually think I'm going to steal something from Cheyenne, if she's still here, and talk about the academic movement. I love that. You are part of an academic movement that is important to Ysleta High School, but you're also part of a national movement. The AP exam is a standard that's set across the nation and actually internationally. A 3 on this exam is a 3 no matter what high school you attend. And when colleges look at the 3, 4, or 5 on your transcript, they know and can trust that you have the skills that you need to succeed at their school. That's why it's so important. Even if you don't get the credit. Sometimes kids say, well, A&M doesn't take that credit, so we can't do that. No, you need the experience. Because A&M will then know that you're ready to challenge that class, that you can take that calculus or the English or the biology or any of those courses there and walk out confident and secure that you're going to be successful. Mr. Burton, your principal mentioned the number of 2s, and there were quite a few of them from your school, and we're proud of that fact, even though they're not qualifying scores. The thing that we know is that students who make a 2 on an AP exam are 3 times more likely to get their college degree in 4 years than students who do not participate in an AP class. That's huge. That's lots of money. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being part of this movement. And as Mr. Penner said and Mr. Burton, we are looking forward to see what you can accomplish. Because the only people who put limits on their success in high school is you. You have some wonderful teachers who can help you. And I would like to acknowledge this group of people sitting over in this area over here. If you're a parent or a loved one or guardian and you're here to support your student this morning, would you stand so we can applaud you as well? Academic movements don't happen in isolation. So while your children are here at school, you have a wonderful staff and wonderful administrators who are going to make this happen. But we also appreciate the efforts of parents. As my daughter calls us, we're the nagger, the prodder, and the provider of all things. And so without your help, these students could not be as successful as they are today. So thank you for being here this morning. And thank you for allowing us to celebrate. And we look forward to coming back to even larger celebration next year. Thank you.
The National Hispanic Recognition Program was initiated in 1983 to recognize outstanding Hispanic high school students. This year, 5,000 Hispanic students were selected out of 250,000, a 250,000, who took the PSAT. That means these students are in the top 2% nationally. The honor is bestowed on students who have achieved a significant score on the PSAT and have a GPA of 3.5 or higher. It has been 20 years since Ysleta High School has had a student reach this level. This year, we are proud to announce the award of a 2012-13 National Hispanic Recognition Program Scholar to a young man who is a member of National Honor Society, the Academic Decathlon team, the choir, and a state-recognized saxophone player. Congratulations, Carlos Pacheco.
I was National Hispanic Recognition Program Scholar. I received a 182 in the PSAT exam last year as a junior, and I was selected among I think it was 250,000. Out of those 250,000, they selected 5,000 Hispanic scholars from the whole country, and I was lucky enough to be one of them. Like, I didn't know I was the first one in 20 years or whatever, and I don't know if they knew either, but like, even just being the National Hispanic Scholar, it was just I don't know, a big accomplishment, because like, I've never really been like I've never really been like up there. And that was just like a big accomplishment for me.
Before I begin, I just want to emphasize, I don't know if we made a point, it has been 22 years. 22 years in the waiting to have a student recognized as a Hispanic scholar. So please stand up one more time, Carlos, and let's give him a big round of applause. Sat for 4 hours and took an AP exam. They came to me, I boxed them up, we sent them off, and university professors and teachers from throughout the United States graded them and gave them a score. This morning, it is my greatest pleasure to recognize the students who received qualifying scores on their AP exams. They have earned college credit up to 12 hours for some of them, and they have stashed away over $1,000 that they will not have to pay in college tuition. They have done an outstanding job. I am very proud of each and every one of you sitting here this morning. Okay, those of you who are in pre-AP classes and AP classes now, this is going to be you in a few years. All you have to do is stay true to yourselves. We will guide you, we will lead you, we will push you and shove you, and we will get you there. First student being recognized this morning with a 4 on his Spanish language exam is Daniel Arvizo. Christian Cornejo, 3, Spanish language. Edgar Escobedo, 4, Spanish language. Jessica L. Garcia, 5 on the Spanish language exam. Kevin Guerrero, 4, Spanish language. Javier Gutierrez, 3, Spanish language. Roberto Gutierrez, 4, Spanish language exam. Samantha Lechuga, 3, Spanish literatura. Isaac Lopez, 4, Spanish language. Marlene Maynez, 3, Spanish literatura. Jonathan Moreno, 3, Spanish language. Paola Padilla, 4, Spanish language. Ilse Perez, 5, Spanish language exam. Bruno Renteria, 4, Spanish language. Enrique Robles, 3, Spanish language. Gabriela Rodriguez, 4, Alan H. Torres, 3, Spanish Literatura. Francisco Torres, 5, Spanish language. Pamela Uriel, 5, Spanish language. Brian Yanez, 3, Spanish language. Now, if I could please have Ms. Bustamante, Mr. Lucero, and Mr. Robledo, Mr. Martinez, Ms. Breda, Ms. Torres, please join our receiving line. We will now begin awarding checks to our AP Math, Science, and English History students. May I have the first student? Ms. Josiana Amaro, 3, English language. Our next student, Jacqueline Bentancur, 3, English language. Our next student, Anaí Diaz, 3, Spanish literature. Fernanda Flores, 3, English language. Sandra Fuentes, E3, English literature.
This is what they are getting. They check for $100. So when you see them come across and get this, that's what it is. And by the way, I've already talked to all the ones receiving checks. Today at McDonald's during lunch, they're buying all of us lunch.
Alexis Garcia, 3, English literature. Anthony Garcia, 3, English language. Michelle Hernandez, 3, English language. Mario Lara, 3, English language. Adrian Lopez, 3, English literature. Alex Martinez, 4, English language, 3, U.S. history. Ashley Mejares, 3, calculus. Awesome. Omar Montes, 3, English language, 5, Spanish language. Yasmin Montoya. Yay, Jasmine, 3, English language.
Well, I've been taking pre-AP English since middle school and AP English last year. Last year was really tough. It was a lot more work. And I've always really liked writing. And my teachers just really helped me to get to that level of recognition. It makes me really proud because I said that I've always loved English, but when I was little, I hated it. It was until 4th grade that I had my 4th grade English teacher. She was a little bookworm. So she really taught us to, somehow she just got into my head, you know, love reading. And I used to memorize books just to get out of having to read in class. But from then on, like, I just writing. I have a journal now. I have a diary where day after day I just keep thoughts down. I write essays for the fun of it. I'm one of those girls. Wow. Yeah.
Maida Rivas. She is receiving a $200 check. She got a 4 in English literature and a 4 in English Guadalupe Roldan, 3, English language. Margarita Roman, 3, English language. Come on up, Margie. Cheyenne Subia, 3, English language. Osvaldo Velez, 3, English language. Bianca Vicuña, 4, biology. Daniel Vicuña, 4, biology. 3, world history. Giovanna Van Kolk, again, she is receiving a $200 check.